All right, guys, episode 2. Here we are. Hey, guys. Good evening, everybody. I'm
What's up,
Sheila.
madlang people?
What's
Just
up?
kidding.
What's up? It's your girl, Sheila.
And I'm Ruel, and welcome back to the CommoNurse
CommoNurse
podcast.
podcast. Okay, babe. What's our second topic? I wonder why.
Second topic.
What?
Topic
Yeah.
for episode 2.
Yes. So if you haven't watched the first episode, please do. This is our second episode, so it's quite exciting. Let us know in the feedbacks, guys, if you want us to change something or if you can see us in the video or not. But we're learning from this experience, and also we are trying to improve ourselves. So please give us a feedback if you have one. Comment down below. Otherwise, how are you, babe?
Yeah, I'm very well. Thank you. I'm living the dream.
We are living the dream. Today is our two of two of our day off, right?
Yeah, day 2 of 2.
Day 2 of 2, and we had a blast. It's been quite busy, bit emotional, but because some of our friends are leaving, so we just had a despedida party, kind of like to celebrate our friends before they head to wherever new place that they're going.
Interstate.
Yep. And yeah, so it's been fun. It's been very productive. How about you? Anything you want to add to that? Because
No,
we're like
I
together.
was with you the whole time.
I know, we're together all day. It's amazing. Sometimes it feels like we don't see each other that often, guys. Because like the nurse life is always a very challenging one. Shift work is very challenging, you guys. So sometimes we work like I'm on mornings and he's on afternoons. And well, this is not just my podcast, you know. You can always
know.
talk. You can always
I-
try
I'm,
and talk.
I'm trying to
right?
figure out how am I going to reach the sound pad.
So we're having like technical difficulties. We're trying new setup from the table and this mic because you want to improve from the first episode. But yeah, going back to the shift work. So sometimes we both work in the morning, which is great. We can come home to the boys at the same time. We can walk the dogs together.
Or
But
playing.
sometimes things just work out that I'm in the morning and you're in the afternoon, and then someone just hang outs with the
We
boys.
just take turns with the boys.
Exactly. But sometimes I do night shift, which fortunately for Ruel, he doesn't have night shifts.
I don't mind doing night shifts.
Yeah, but you don't have like with your
Yeah, yeah.
work wise now, you don't have night shift, which is really great. Like night shift is always for me quite difficult and challenging, but you know what?
Why do you keep on doing it then?
I don't mind doing nights.
Like you're doing more night shifts than what's required of you.
That's the thing though, because I need money.
Your scrubs is
What?
so loud, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
And it matches your watch.
Yes, it does. So it is one of my favorite scrubs, you guys. Shout out to Figs. It's not sponsored, but
We're already
know.
4 minutes in and we haven't even touched our topic for today.
exactly, because I just kept talking, and then you're not actually participating with me.
Okay.
So come on,
Topic for episode number 2. It's kind of a continuation of
the first episode.
the first episode.
Mhm.
It's about post-pandemic.
Are we over it yet, though?
No, we're technically still in it.
Yes.
As per WHO. So
Yes.
first off, well, you kind of already touched base the first part of the question. It says, "How are you?"
But
Post
since
pandemic.
since we're staying, we're not gonna be off topic. How are you post pandemic? Like now, like in the present.
Well, it feels like it's part of my day to day activity now. So, I don't know.
Like how are you?
Like I'm emotionally and physically well. But yeah, it just feels like it's just part of your normal routine now. It's not a new thing anymore. We've been in it for the last 3 years, so
True.
If you haven't lived with it, well, it's kind of your loss.
Well, I guess yeah, you just have to adapt to it. I think that's the term that you're looking for, hey?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, because we're very adaptive. Like it's part of our job, um, especially like us in healthcare. We're looking after COVID patients, so it's like kind of not really surprising
We're just
anymore.
being human in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true, true. It's just yeah, like post pandemic. I mean, for me, I'm over it.
Yeah, everyone found their little ways of maneuvering around it and just
Mm.
continuing on with their lives.
Yeah, and then their
In here, at least.
hashtag
Yeah.
or maybe like quote unquote new normal
Mm.
in kind of way. Yeah.
So
It's-
at the moment, our status in here, I think we're currently having an influx of cases.
Yeah. Numbers are going up.
Yeah, so
Yep.
they're advising people to wear masks again in the community, but looks like
It's not
it's
mandatory,
not mandatory, but you
but
can see vulnerable people actually wearing, which is good on them.
yeah,
But
true.
yeah,
Yeah. Going back to social distancing again, um, wearing mask.
have they been social distancing again?
No one is observing it, but I guess like in the hospital,
It's
that's
just like
we just received an
yeah.
email that we were advised because of the high numbers
Mm-hmm.
in the of the COVID cases in the community.
Mm.
It's like yeah, we have to do it again, like wearing our mask, our shield, face shield, the whole shebang.
But yeah, technically, just do it for your own good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. And try to protect yourself. Like always, eat healthy.
Yeah.
Take your vitamins and all that sort. So yeah, I guess that's where we are at the moment. Hey,
How about you?
I'm over it. I'm over the fact that I'm still in it, but I just want to move on with my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like for us, like me and Roel, we're just trying to live our life
Yeah.
as normal as it can be with the this thing happening around. Coming home to our boys and all that, and going back to work and looking after COVID patients. That's fine with me. Like yeah.
No, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed any changes? Obviously, there would be changes within your field
Oh,
post pandemic.
changes. I guess like in ED, I want to be realistic. Nothing has changed. I would really thought that because there was a like within this year, I would say the numbers are really great that we didn't have any at one point there's no COVID case at the hospital like coming into ED.
That's good.
So I thought like we would actually lesser our PPEs, maybe just wearing a surgical mask because up in the wards they're only wearing surgical masks, but in ED because we're just the first point of contact when patients come into the hospital. So we have to wear like N95 still, the face shield still. So it's still for me like work wise nothing has changed. It's
Apart
about
from the
the
initial
same.
one that happened when
Yeah.
when COVID started.
Yeah. It's
Basically.
I think I would say we are less worried though. We're not in a panic mode like cuz before it's like I don't know, it's paranoia sinking in that you would hear a patient or like you would have a confirmed case. For example,
What the?
oh my god.
Sorry,
Like
guys. Sorry for
someone
the
just
interruption.
spotted. Yeah, someone just spotted. Oh my god. But yeah, if you hear like a COVID positive patient, you would be like, "Oh my god!" And then this patient is next
Everyone
to this
freak out.
patient.
Yeah.
But now it's like, yep, it's everywhere, so it's fine. No one
Bed
dies.
number 2 has COVID, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. So basically that, like, and a colleague of mine who's been pregnant has been coming in and out of there, like, because the patient's not wearing a mask, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, that's why I feel off because she's got COVID." There you go. So it's kind of a thing now that we are living with, not really being so stressed and scared about it. Does that make sense?
In my
Yeah.
workplace, though, like, because I work in an environment where there's a lot of staff that aren't health workers at the same time. So
Yeah.
basically, they've just stopped having any precautions at all by the looks of it, because not even wearing surgical mask indoors.
Even inside
Yeah,
your
even
clinical
inside the
area.
clinics, or even inside enclosed
Yep.
spaces.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but there's still outbreaks
Mm.
happening, but isolated outbreaks in a particular area, but not
Yep.
the whole facility.
Yeah.
But yeah, even when we do um admit um newcomers, like we would still wear full PPE, but then the other non-health personnel in the same area
Well,
doing the induction, like not even a face mask.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So I was like,
it's
I'm
like
question.
contradicting,
Yeah, like
hey? In a
there you
way.
are wearing your full PPE, making you question. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
am I still meant to do it? Like I haven't received any email or memo saying cease wearing full PPE when you admit new clients in.
Yeah,
So
and I
it
guess
totally depletes the purpose.
exactly. And I guess it's kind of similar in a way, like in my area, they like we will wear the PPE, and then one of the doctors will do their assessment to this patient
Mm.
who is again COVID positive. We'll just go there with just mask and
Mm.
face shield. I'm like, okay, may I just remind you, doctor, that please look after yourself and wear a
Mm.
gown, please. Wear a gown. You know? At the end of the day, you don't we
At least
can't
he's
afford for you to
still
get sick.
wearing a mask.
Yeah, well, there you go. So I guess everyone has a different way of coping and
No, definitely.
doing things, you know. But yeah, again, I feel like it's your discretion as long as you're basically healthy and you don't get the COVID. That's fine, I guess.
Hmm?
All right. Well, nothing really has changed, really. That's just about that. But guys, if there's any change in you, like, do you feel like
You mo-
emotionally or physically you've been really fit this time of year because you've been used to just staying at home, health workers like us, if you're listening. But if you're a healthcare worker, please comment down below if there's any changes in your field of expertise, because we want to
Mm.
know. Yeah, we want to know. But yeah, that's based on our experience.
Next one would be is there any change to your daily routine? Well, we'll probably touch base on this already. So daily routine and lifestyle changes.
um do you think there's any change?
Well, to be fair, before COVID, um, I don't know. Well, at least I was pretty active
Mm.
with some sports, and then I think during COVID we're even more active because we got the boys now. So
Yeah, we've been walking out. Yep.
we're kind of, well, it's our duty to look after them and then give them short walks, almost 3 to 4 times a day.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
So
I
that's the
guess,
major lifestyle change, really.
yeah,
Like you don't only have to think about yourself anymore. Like, oh, we can
you've
go
got
to this place. Yeah,
responsibility.
yeah. Like we'll have to go to this place after work and then don't think about anything else. But then now, oh, how about the boys?
Yeah.
Like, should we go home first, then take them for a walk before we go to that area that you want to go to?
Yeah.
Mm.
True. But again, guys, we are quite fortunate because we live at in Australia's capital, and back then during the first few months, let's say first few months of the pandemic, we were quite really good. Like when the lockdown happened,
Yeah, we were the
there's
last
like zero
state slash
case.
territory to have
Yeah,
COVID.
to have like the surges, and maybe in a way I would have said that
Do you just hear someone snore?
yes. Sorry guys for the interruption again. I would just say that, like that this year as well, so early this year when we had the surges, sometimes I feel like we don't know what we're doing because we're inexperienced in a way, because we are quite the last territory to have been,
You're out
have
of
the
topic.
kind of. I'm not out of topic, but I'm just saying that we're quite fortunate here. So it's kind of our lifestyle hasn't really that changed apart from having the
Oh, yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, unlike like there's no big changes or whatsoever. But if I live in Sydney, like say for example, you've seen
Well, there were hard lockdown.
yeah.
Oh, especially in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had lockdown like 5 times. Oh my
I
god,
don't know, probably
more.
more. You can ask Zen next time if she'll ever be
Yes.
a guest in this
Podcast.
podcast.
Yeah, true. But yeah, like that's what I'm referring to. That there's not a lot of changes. We still have some leniency
Yeah, we're the
in a
luckiest.
way. Yeah, we're quite lucky because like we can still play games indoors.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I couldn't
activities
imagine being locked in the house for, I don't know,
long. I don't know.
extend more than 100 days.
Yeah. And you know what? This is what I noticed. I know I'm being off topic, but this is what I noticed. Like before the pandemic, like I know patients from the in my this is my dialysis point of view, okay? Patients coming in because they just have to dialyze. But patients coming into dialysis because they socialize. They're like happy to see people.
Batchmates.
Yes. Like I tell you what, they don't see their families, which is really sad because of the lockdown. Even if they're like close to each other, say 5 minutes away, just here in the same area or in same suburb. But like Canberra is small, guys. You can actually just have a drive to anywhere you want to go. But since they're having a lockdown, they couldn't see each other. And then every time they come to dialysis, they're like saying hi to everyone and then having a chit chat.
They're just making use of the opportunity to
Exactly.
socialize.
Yeah, that's their way of socialization. And I feel I'm happy and I'm glad for them because not everyone still has that right mental or emotional state to have that, you know? Because if it was me, I'd be locked out my house. I'd be locked in my house. I don't know what to do. I would probably be sleeping and watching TV all the time, which is depressing. Like I don't see people. I don't talk to people. I just talk to you and the dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, and being locked in and being not able to do anything is actually quite expensive.
True.
The
Online
amount
shopping.
Well, luckily we were still working.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. That's the thing.
Like,
Can you imagine if we're not
yeah,
working?
Yeah, you're gonna be the way social media is constructed at the moment. You'll
Yep.
just be bombarded with ads upon ads upon ads of products, things that interest you. Like there was this one time me and Sheila were driving to somewhere, and we briefly touched base about I wonder what it feels like to own a Land Rover because we drove past one, and then after we arrive in that place,
Yeah.
and when I open my Facebook, there you go, ads of Land
Rover.
Rovers.
Oh my god.
It was
They're listening.
yeah, absolutely, they are listening.
Our technology is actually speaking to us. It's creepy sometimes. I feel like, yeah, they're like some, because even if you won't allow them like ads to send you notifications or anything, like your searches actually comes up with different similar and related topics out of
The
it.
good thing about that though, when I click the ad and actually look at the price, like, yeah, nah, not for me, not gonna happen.
That's so true. It's scary. Like if it says like, oh, okay, we can afford it. Like, no,
no.
we can't. But yeah, we're very off topic now.
Sorry,
Sorry, guys. Well,
we'll get better.
we'll get better. But you know what? This is a podcast, and
Can you say that in an Aussie slang?
what? I'll get better. Is that right?
I don't know.
Well, I try my best.
And then the last thing that we want to touch base is well, I bet everyone's if experienced this is burnout. Did we talk about this?
We kind of
during the
touched base
previous episode?
on it, yeah, from a previous episode. But I guess, like, yeah, I am burnt out. Like, if I have the luxury, I would just walk out the door and like not do nursing anymore.
Can you afford to do that? Though?
That's the thing. I don't have the luxury and I can't afford it. So yeah, I am in a way probably tired more so tired and like
How's your care factor though?
care factor. I guess it's not as it's not as great. Like I'm not really that enthusiastic anymore. I still care, but sometimes like hey guys, we're working 5 days straight a week, and can you
Or
imagine,
even more?
or even more because we do overtime. Can you imagine on your third day? Sometimes it's so busy, like everything, because everything is just like stressful and challenging and all that. And on your third day, you can't afford to smile because you're just not in the mood.
Well, I have to share. That's one thing I'm good at. Regardless of how tired I am, I just smile and laugh about everything. I don't know if they find it weird, but it's like,
Well, I do that too, but sometimes like even at the start of the shift, it's like dragging because you're tired. You're tired. Like I can't really
you
like
can't switch your mindset
exactly.
instantaneously. Poor
Yeah.
you, poor you.
I have my days. I tell you what, I have my days. I have good days. I have bad days. But yeah,
Yeah,
most of the time I'm positive though. Like they would see me smiling, but yeah, I have my days.
yeah,
So
same,
apologies.
same. I think
That's
did
human
have
nature, isn't it?
yeah, days where I was off as well, but I
But
don't
we
know.
can still smile. Like
Yeah,
I can find light into something. But I feel like some people, this is just an observation. Once they're very stressed, they can't really like really they're hardly trying to keep it together, and they're so stressed that they vent out or they try to yell to another person. Like that is wrong. Just to let you know, like it does happen. You know that?
I don't know.
Like cuz I remember
Like
one of the doctors
venting out to your workmate.
not venting out, that they actually express like they're very like not stressed, but they're angry at some point, if I can use that word. I'm not sure, but yeah, one of the doctors who is actually yelling to another doctor like, hey, I'm not rude, but you're actually like telling me this. And then I'm like, no, you guys, please don't fight over things. You're supposed to be teammates. You're supposed to work together. But I guess, when it comes to stress, it people dealt with it differently. So
Well, the way I look at it, like when we're put in a stressful situation, and like, oh well, someone has to deal with it. Might as well be me. So let's get it over and done with.
yeah,
It's like,
well, good on
yeah,
you.
because I'm usually in charge.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm not the type of person where I like
You
passing it
crack under
on.
pressure. You
Well,
don't.
I probably did, but I can't remember. I don't usually focus on,
Yeah.
or yeah,
I guess you just focus on the solution, not
yeah,
the
yeah.
problem.
That's
You try to deal
basically.
with it. Yeah, you try and cope with it.
I
Yeah.
don't like clinging into the problem.
Yep.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, your job is to sort that shit out.
Yep.
Yep, and yeah.
Yeah. So this is our like day to
So
day thoughts,
yeah,
guys.
so I was
It's
like, I might as well deal with it now and get it over and done with, rather than passing it on to someone, and then that someone is gonna look after them. Is just gonna keep on asking you what you did before. It's like, okay,
yeah,
I'm just gonna let me do it, and then yeah.
true. But going back, I think burnout is a very sensitive topic. You just
Definitely.
have to know your limits. This is my
The first thing is you have to recognize it as well.
yeah, exactly. So this is my suggestion. Like if because I always tell this to Ruel.
How do you cope with it?
The way I cope with it is like same answer. Oh my god, I'm just gonna copy paste you. I have you and the boys, and of course I have an outlet through badminton. We both play badminton, and
Like
that's a
it
really
doesn't
good.
have to be really big.
Yeah,
Just I don't know. For the both of us, I think what works is we just do stuffs that distracts us
yeah, and
from
don't
work.
don't dwell on it.
Yeah. But you
Yeah,
do.
sometimes I do. I feel like yeah, this is this
Well,
is the thing. He's right, guys. First step is you acknowledge it. Okay? You gotta have that acceptance that, hey, I'm burning out. You have
burned
to
out.
know
Yeah.
you have to know your limit. Like I'm I'm tired, I'm stressed this past few days. This has been happening. I need to stop. So if you're really like out of it, like you're not yourself, I suggest just call in sick, take a break. Take a break because you're allowed to. You're human. You are allowed to. And like try to do something that actually inspires you. But if sleeping helps with that, go for it.
I'm not the type of person where I would sleep it out. Like I would have enough sleep
Yep.
to feel rested,
Yep.
but then I'd rather do something else again to
Yeah.
yeah
Well,
forget about work, get fixated about something. There was a moment during the pandemic where I was a full blown plantito.
oh,
Yeah.
super. Super.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
all our addiction to plants actually just
I was making sure everything, the soil
we were
ratio.
watching
Yeah.
a lot of YouTube plant related
It was
YouTube
it
videos.
was therapeutic.
Yeah,
Now look, our house is like a jungle.
yeah,
So
and
we're having
it's
trouble
very
getting rid of
nice.
some of it.
No, it's very nice. It's very pleasing to the eyes, and even people like appreciate how our plants like grew from this bitten. If I can show you the monstera that we have in front of us, guys. It's very very nice
It's an actual monster.
monstera. It's a
Hang on,
big
let me
one.
try something.
What is that? He just wants to do that. Seriously, dude. But anyway, so yeah, like
You can
everyone.
actually take a photo of it and just flash
Yeah,
it.
maybe I can do that. But yet, like what I'm saying is, however you want to deal with it, babe, it's really up to you. Because at the end of the day, if it works for you, go ahead, do it. But just not like
Was shopping ever an outlet?
you do that. You do online shopping a lot.
I'm
Yeah.
asking you. Don't
Well,
put me on
what am
the
I?
firing line here. I'm asking you. Was it ever an outlet to you?
Well, recently, remember, like I did not shop, but I just went out. I just need to have like, because sometimes it helps if I see things. I don't really need
Definitely,
them. Yeah, I don't really need them. But for me, just being outside, like having a walk and just enjoying a bit of music in my headphones and then just having a me time is very therapeutic. And yeah, he's right about the shopping. I do
But
grocery a lot, but that's groceries
that's
though.
one thing I'm amazed with you though. Like even though you have the savings to actually splurge on expensive stuff, you're
Is
very
that a compliment?
yeah, like you're
I'm
very
hearing?
good in holding yourself of not buying stuffs.
Of course, shout out to my mama and papa for their upbringing because I am actually
Unlike me, like I'm actually very impulsive.
very much. Oh
Yeah.
my god, yes.
And then the
Hence the podcast,
the
guys.
guilt and the regret after that, especially if you reacted in a way where you'll be very disappointed. Yeah. I would actually feel very anxious. I would be nauseated every single time.
See, that's what he does.
Uh,
Like, oh my god, who spends more? This one. Yeah.
that's to balance it out.
No. But yeah, I
How about you guys? Was that ever a thing to you during the pandemic?
like do you
having-
splurge more? Did you splurge more? Did you invest in something that you find like
if it wasn't for my
That helpful?
impulse to get our babas,
yeah. Look, okay, story
I'm good in
behind
convincing you.
yeah, story behind Hero, guys. Okay, we're so off topic now.
No, that's okay. We're done with we're done with our episode
Yeah,
2 anyway.
I-
This is yeah.
So the story behind Hero is that he just had his surgery and I was telling him like, hey babe, I think maybe
Should consider.
no, I maybe we'll be okay. This was in August
Was it August?
2021.
July.
No, August
I think I had the
2021 or
surgery
July.
July.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, maybe July, but 2021. And then I said to him like, "Hey, maybe."
This was hours after I was
Oh, you
drugged.
were no hours after before you get discharged.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
thought it was.
remember before you get discharged.
Okay.
And I was telling him that, hey babe, I think we can probably afford a dog by December, so maybe it's something to reconsider. And then he went up to Gumtree and tried to search for dogs, which
So Gumtree is like
a platform.
before Marketplace, Facebook
Yep.
Marketplace. It was
It
the
was a-
Marketplace.
yeah. It's a platform where everyone can sell their
Anything in general.
anything, yeah, in general, like used products or used clothes or everything,
Or even
anything under the
services,
sun, any services or anything, yeah. But then he went on search, and searched for a dog, and then lo and behold, he showed me a picture of like Pops. Like, oh, look at this. It's actually in Canberra. And you know what? It's just like 3,500. Oh, sorry. Am I allowed to say the price? His price.
Yeah, why not? You already told them.
Yeah.
already.
And so I was like shocked.
Did you know that we were talking about you? Or we
Hi,
are talking about
Bobby.
you?
Hi. Just say hi.
Hmm?
Hi, guys. This is Hero. Hi, Bobby. And then, so we were like, okay, he was about to get discharged. And I said,
I contacted the
Yeah.
breeder.
I was so shocked because I just told him that we'll do it in December because I know our savings will be.
It was you that had the best reaction when we first saw Hero.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, Baba. Come on. One more try.
One more time.
Come on.
Wata.
Come on, Wata. 1, 2. Come on. All right,
No,
sorry,
it's okay.
guys. Someone wants to join. All right, 1, 2. Yo.
Yeah, Wata
Yes.
always feels
FOMO.
needs to be with us every time.
Yes, he is the one who has FOMO,
Yeah.
guys. So anyway, Hero. Come on.
Well, there you go.
Anyway, when we decided to actually see Hero, like to just have a look at the dogs, it was love at first sight. It was love at first sight for me because he
You
was
can
like,
actually show them the initial photo that you had with him.
yeah, I'll add it on the when I edit the vlog, but the podcast. But he was
He's making his bed
he's trying
already.
to make
Yeah.
his bed. I'm sorry. But yeah, when I saw Hero, it was just love at first sight. Like I really wanted this dog, and yeah, I just, you know what? Let's do it. Regardless if he's so expensive, we don't have the money that time. I think we can make it work. So we did make it work, and he changed our life. I think.
But we didn't pick him up right there. Then like it was
No.
still like 2
Yeah.
weeks away from being
Yeah. Or another
viable.
month.
Was it
Another month. Yeah, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe. So yeah, we picked Hero up. We just saw Hero, and then that's it. Like, okay, we're gonna put a down payment for this
So,
little
yeah.
guy, and then we're gonna pick him up once he's ready.
Yeah.
And he changed our life for me 360 degrees.
Wata's already getting agitated, so I think we need to close this.
Yeah.
He's sleepy. He's
Yeah,
sleepy.
he's
Yeah,
sleepy.
yeah.
All right,
All right.
guys. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it. You guys have been amazing. Please let us know how can we improve into this, and also send us your comments. Like, what can you share? I really want to
exactly.
read. I really want to know what your thoughts are. Like while you're listening
Or
in this podcast.
is there any particular topic that you want us to touch or talk about?
Exactly.
Nursing or non-nursing?
Yeah.
Because we haven't been really discussing proper nursing. Just
Yeah.
nursing
Touch
experience.
base. Yeah, we're
working.
just touching base into nursing. But I guess just to give you a heads up, I think in the coming days, it's gonna be Christmas time. we're not gonna be discussing nursing. I think we're gonna be discussing more about what we did for Christmas, what we had for Christmas, and something light, something that's actually a bit positive at this time of the year, and what are our plans maybe. So please listen to it because we have more 10 cents to share. 10 cents. This is just a 2 cents. 10
All right.
cents.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Till next time.
All right. This is
Once
Sheila.
again, and I'm Roel. And once again, this is
The
the
CommoNurse
CommoNurse
Podcast.
Podcast.